in the past 24 hours, one of these was this morning, I've talked to a 3-person company and a 3,000 person company, like in 24 hours. And that's not uncommon for me. Like, I understand small businesses, their biggest hurdle is cost. They can control data flow a lot easier. Enterprises usually have the money, but don't have an understanding of the data flow and the boundary, right? And so you deal with two very separate problems there. And I want to go back to a point that you just said, Jacob. Like, one of the reasons we're attending all these events, these closed door DoD events, which we actually don't attend probably as many as people think we do, is to actually advocate. Because guess what primes are not really doing on your behalf, at least from what I've heard. They're not doing a good job of advocating for you. They're doing a good job of CYAing themselves, making sure they're protected, but they're not speaking for their supply chain. They're not speaking for the small business that has, 4, 5, 6 employees that they want to make sure that they can write a paycheck the next pay period, right? That's who they're not, talking to and addressing. And Jacob goes into these rooms, Scott Edwards goes into these rooms, Amy Edwards goes into these rooms, and they actively advocate to make sure that some small voice is heard as it relates to small business. Because when I started at Summit 7, I think there were maybe 30 active employees at the time. Like, most of my career's been in small business, and I love it. And even Summit 7 still is a small business. We only have a couple hundred employees. And so anyways, I have a very small spot for that. And I hate that people think that we're like that, but believe me, we are not.
Yeah.